the question is industry leading the way and government an impediment? That's a strong statement, and that I have lots of acquaintances that work in government. I don't know that I want to universally say yes, because there are some progressive efforts in some governments, but there's a broken function in our market. The material supply that's under municipal or county control, that their behavior is extremely inelastic. They're mission driven, they're not profit driven, and at the end of the day, the truck's going to unload and deliver material. And it matters not whether the price is up or down. If prices are up, we get to June 30th, and if the city made lots of money that Novelis maybe gave them for material, that money then goes in the general fund, not back into public works. We buy new police cars and school textbooks. We don't reinvest in the recycling program. And our capture rate for materials hovers for plastic around 27%. Used beverage cans at 57%. We're seeing so much of our material get lost because we're not focusing at that. It's not all government, though. It's a lot of it. If we're away from home, where's the recycling bins in this building? Where's the recycling in this hotel?
It was just a note on that, it was very hard for me to get recycling bins, and I probably shouldn't admit to this, but I actually borrowed some because the hotel could not supply them for me. So it's definitely going to be a community effort of all factors. This large groups like this and sporting events are key places that we can make big differences, but we need to get the facilities on board with that.
Could I just add, globally, the average aluminum recovery rate for beverage cans is 70%, and as Will said, we're about 58% in the United States. So we're behind the rest of the world here, and I think to go forward, we need to get a good partnership between industry and government, national and local, state level, that we work together to try and increase opportunities to recycle and education.
There's another question.
Actually, what's the recycling rate in the States and
It's approximately 90 in deposit states, and probably somewhere between 30 and 40 in non-deposit states.
And so maybe somebody who lives in Metro will help me with this, but maybe a year ago, they started dumping the garbage and the recycling in the same truck. But the city government said that they were sorting it at the whoever picks up the garbage. If that's popular in the world, why isn't that popular also?
The references to what we would call in the, we refer to a material recovery facility as a MRF, and one that's taking mixed waste and trying to pull recycling out of it, we address as a dirty MRF. It is Charlottesville, Virginia recently went that way. I didn't know Louisville was. The quality of the material suffers terribly, what we see coming out of it, and most of the end users, and I would certainly let John speak to that, but the end users are not happy with it. We've got enough trouble with our single stream MRFs where we're collecting just commingled recycling, and we've got glass and paper mixed together. They don't behave well together. But throwing the pizza and the coffee grounds on top of it makes it even worse.
All right, we have time for one more question.
I'd like to add one thought. Normally people think recycling is low, we can make it higher because of better communication with the public, or better cooperation from the public, or better regulations. But that's the only two stools. The third stool is that we could be making much better recyclable product. And I can go industry by industry and name you in aerospace, in packaging, in burning products, where the products designed by engineers and scientists, manufacturers, are not optimum product for recycling. That part is always over ignored and say, well, it's a communication issue, it's a government issue, it's a partner issue. But we as a scientists, engineers are not doing the best we could be doing to make right products.
Was there one other question? Yes.
To enhance recycling, there has to be a general shift in the population. There has to be some maybe economical incentives to do it.
Yeah, that definitely makes a
There's
difference.
direct correlation between deposit laws and the jobs and recycling rate. There's one-to-one correlation.
Okay, last question.
Well, I just want to say that the University of Kentucky does not allow generating units to recover recycling revenue. And that's a national incentive. It just seems like it's an accident that's overlooked. If you go to the total recycle, then it disappears into some corner of the university and everybody's seen again by the generating unit. That's the wrong way to do it.
Fully agree.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. So we've all pointed out, policy issues, production issues, all ways, which was part of why we had this session, was to bring this to light. So we're all definitely players in the universal problem. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming today.